Lana Wolf from Community Powered Responses, and this week we're slowing down before the project begins. Before the bid is finalised, before we have meetings to discuss partnerships, this week we are unpacking the 8th card from the pre-project phase of the Community Powered Praxis cards. The card asks, what ethical responsibilities come with this project? How will I balance donor expectations with community accountability? At first glance, this sounds straightforward. Of course, we have ethical responsibilities. We follow safeguarding policies, we obtain consent, we do no harm. But ethical responsibilities is not just a checklist. So let's dig deeper. What do we actually mean by ethical responsibilities? Is it about compliance? Is it about personal values? Is it about professional codes of conduct? Or is it about power and consequence? Every project redistributes power in some way. It decides who gets paid, who gets heard, who gets data, who sets timelines, who defines success. Ethical responsibility begins with recognizing that redistribution. What responsibilities come with holding that kind of influence? Are we responsible only for delivering outputs? Or are we responsible for the relationships we shape, for the expectations we raise, for the tensions we introduce? And then there's a question we rarely ask. What does the community think our ethical responsibilities are? Do they expect transparency about funding amounts, about reporting expectations, about data safety and ownership, about constraints, about who ultimately makes final decisions? Do communities know what the donor expectations actually are? Do they know what indicators we're required to report against? Do they know what pressures sit behind our timelines? If we are not transparent about these forces, can we claim genuinely accountability? Community accountability is often spoken about as participation or consultation, but accountability is not simply about being present in a meeting. Community accountability means answerability. It means communities can question us, disagree with us, influence direction, understand the constraints we are navigating, and see how decisions are made. It also means we're honest about where our power sits. Have we mapped what we think our responsibilities are? Have we named where they come from? Which ones are donor-driven? Which ones are personal? Which ones are shaped by organisational policy or practice? Which ones are shaped by organisational survival? And where might those responsibilities conflict? Balancing donor expectations with organisational policy and culture alongside community accountability is not a technical task. It's an ethical stance. Are we prepared to explain donor expectations openly? Are we prepared to explain organisational expectations openly? Are we prepared to advocate upwards when community priorities shift? Are we clear about the ethical lines we will not cross, even if funding is at stake? Ethical responsibility is not abstract. It's lived in small moments, in how we frame a question, in what we choose to report, in whether we slow down when relationships require it. Before the project begins, this card asks us to define integrity for ourselves. Not once the pressure hits, not once the reporting deadlines arrive, but now. So sit with these questions, let them shape how you practice, and I'll see you next week.